Hello and welcome back. In this short lecture, we're going to learn about device security specific to Intune. And if you can look at in the device security, there are different security baselines already created and readily available for us. And if you can check out here, one would be the MDM device specific security baseline. Other one would be the ATP or Microsoft Defender specific advanced threat protection specific settings. Let's have a check on MDM's security baseline. What happens is when you check this MDM security baseline, you need to check out these specific settings are only applicable if you can look at here MDM security baseline for May 2019. That means the latest security baseline as per Microsoft. They do update every time based on all the security recommendations throughout the globe, and they would configure all these specific settings, and you can check out more information on this website. However, if you want to assign or if you want to configure any of the changes, you need to go back to the profile and create a profile. This is where you need to give a meaningful name. What happens is within this security baselines, you can apply different settings. For example, you can configure your devices to have a BitLocker to be automatically enabled for maybe external drives or removal drives, or you want to set some kind of password for unlocking the device. Such configurations also can be set automatically. We are going to explore by setting some of the features like create a profile and give a meaningful name. After giving here a name and description, you can click on next. That would actually takes to the settings page. This is where all the Windows security specific settings that can be configured. For example, above the lock, you want to send some kind of notifications when the device is locked state. You can configure this specific setting, and you want to run app runtime Microsoft accounts optional for Windows Store apps. You want to enable or disable. These are all the different settings which are available. For example, if you check out the Microsoft Internet Explorer, it's going to give you a different settings, like you want to allow as a restricted zone or the .NET Framework client applications, or all those different settings which we may not think that it might be exist, but security teams, they have done so much of investigation, so much of concerns they have taken, and they are recommended all these settings. You can check out all these settings, and these settings can be enabled. For example, here if you look at PowerShell script blocking, you want to enable or disable. Like this, you have many other options. You can check out here like search. You want to disable the indexing, or you want to configure smart screen. All these are these settings which you can configure on top of your Windows, so that you're gonna securing your entire devices. And these are the by default configurations which are coming out of your May 2019 baseline from Microsoft, and you can simply enable these configuration. Later point, you can do the modifications wherever you want it, and that way you are gonna benefited all the security concerns if your security team is raising, or some kind of audit want to address. Most of these security settings would automatically apply, because these settings are recommended by most of the security admins. So once you have configured your required security settings, you can simply go back and click on next. That would actually take it to the scope. This is where you can apply the scope tag, so that you would know where it is actually applying, and then you can assign this to all the security groups or to a specific group. For example, you want to apply for only a specific group called. Here you can select your Azure AD, for example, all finance users to be applied. You can select that specific group, or maybe all Windows 10 devices. And remember that these are the settings which are can only applied for Windows 10 with the 1809 build or later versions of the build. And click on next. That's gonna apply. Once you reviewed all the settings, it's gonna apply that specific profile as a baseline for the required target AD group. This is how you're going to configure your profiles, and you can go back to the profiles, and you can check out once again here there are one profile is configure what we have done, and if you've done any of the changes to this, it's gonna show you that any of the changes has been done. If so, it's gonna show you as a version changed. But in our case, there's no information because we have not changed anything. Instead, we were using the existing profile and just by modifying it. If you can see here now, the profile was created 1. That means now it's showing as a number of profiles of 1. Earlier it was 0 because it just the profile has been submitted. And if any of the devices are already enrolled, it's going to show you the enrollment status of that specific devices also. This is how you're going to configure a specific to MDM Security Baseline setting. Now let's jump into the ATP specific settings. Like, you can go back to the security baselines. The other one would be the security specific settings are relevant to security baselines, and click on the security baselines here, ATP, and then you can go back to the profiles and you can create a different profile. This time you are trying to create for ATPs, naming as ATP demo. Click on next. That would again shows the specific settings relevant to ATP specific. For example, here application go relevant and application reputation, whether this specific exe, what kind of reputation it has. And similarly, you have other settings which we also worked all these specific settings in a different profile configurations, but these are most of them we worked in the other profile configurations in the Intune. But if you can look at here, these are coming from ATP specific in the security baseline section. So if you are configuring any of these specific settings or recommended by your security team, you can have a look on and you can configure these specific settings. For example, Windows Defender antivirus, you want to scan incoming mails, you can specify all of these settings. In fact, all these configurations are by default and it is recommended by Microsoft, so you can blindly apply these specific settings and then do a fine tune on top of it. For example, real-time monitoring, for example, you can see this is configured as yes because it's required, and CPU utilization for the limit also configured as a 50. So these are the recommended settings, as I said, by Microsoft, and with a lot of integration or a lot of collaboration with the security teams. Not just the one team, maybe different teams are involved, and then they found that these are the best recommended settings that we should be pushing on our Intune. That's what they configured, and they are giving you as a ready-made suite for you, and you can use these settings and you can apply these specific settings to your required target audience. In this case, once I click on next, it's gonna ask me for the scope for the tagging to easily find out the tags, but we don't want to apply that. A later point, you can also check here. This should be applied for all users in all devices, or specific to a group to be included or a group to be excluded. For example, I can apply for all finance users and I can exclude some other groups. For example, I don't want this should be applied for my all EMS enabled users example. That way I'm not going to apply the specific group specific settings to this. But in the security recommendation, mostly we don't do that. We would be applying for everyone, but they could be a different exceptions. We never know that, but that kind of exceptions we would be handling based on excluding groups. And once you have done that exclusion and inclusion of required groups, we'll click on next. That would actually create a baseline. In a minute or so, once it is created, it's actually popping up here as the assigned profile as 0 to 1. If you can look at here, MDM was actually coming up here as 1, but not the ATP one, because it has to take a few minutes before it has to realize. Once it is realized, it's going to actually show us as the 1 and if any of the security tasks or fail, it's gonna list out here, and hey, these are the settings are not applied, something like that it's gonna show you. And one more configuration, for example, you found that this specific settings are somehow you wanted this to be changed a different version. For example, for some reason, like you configure a specific setting which is causing, for example, maybe BitLocker to be disabled instead of the pin you wanted to allow them for a different setting to be unlocked. In such situation, what you do is you would actually configure it as a change version, and then that's going to change a baseline by saying that accept the baseline changes but keep my existing settings, or accept the baseline and discard existing changes, so that it's going to create a new baseline very similar to that, and that's how you're going to actually manage the changing version. This way it's going to help you out. The first option, basically, if you choose this first radio button, it keeps the existing customizations that you made it and your baseline, and it's going to apply them to a new version which you have selected to use. But if you choose the second radio button, what happens is this option actually is going to override the original profile, the first profile, and then it's going to update the profile of the default values. But it's not recommended, at least my view from my view, it should be used the custom baseline, so that you can have an option to keep the existing one and this, and it can be used. And these are the specific settings which are going to used in the co-management, especially these kind of security baselines will be most useful when you're trying to use a co-management. This is how you're going to change the version. And that concludes this MDM Security Baselines. Thank you for watching this.